for coming out to the very first ARTC Stories at the Strand. For those of you who got caught by surprise coming out on a Thursday night, we are doing live radio theater. These are all original pieces written by some of the people actually in this room. So you're hearing live radio theater. We also have amazing musical guest, Tenpenny Traveler. So, ARTC, Atlanta Radio Theater, has been doing stuff like this for well over 20 years. You can find us on artc.org. We have materials on Audible. If you search for that, you can also find more of our great stories on our website or Audible, as I said. We are a 501c3. I bring that up. If you want to give us money, we can make more of this happen. Tonight, please be generous to your bartender so that they invite us to come back. So, actors, you ready? Foley is getting his light. You ready? Okay. So, tonight, our first piece, mildly exciting tales of astonishment.
Welcome, believers, to this week's episode of Mildly Exciting Tales of Astonishment. Last week we met John Smith, a mild-mannered fellow new to the big city, a decent, law-abiding man with nothing to hide, or so he would have us believe. Join John Smith as he heads to the city's biggest newspaper, the Daily Post, to interview for a job as a reporter.
Send him in, Betty. Shut the door and take a seat, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, let's see here. John Smith. Is that your real name?
Sort of. I was adopted, you see, and my folks weren't very imaginative. Not sure what my real name is.
Never mind. Where are you from, kid?
Little town Nebraska, sir.
So how's a guy from the middle of nowhere end up in the big city?
Oh, well, gosh. Anyone comes here. I mean, I've always wanted to work in this city for this paper.
Uh-huh. Where'd you go to school?
School?
Yeah, school. You didn't think I'd hire just any old yahoo without any credentials, did you?
Well, sir, I attended the University of Complete Isolation.
University? Where the heck is that located?
In the middle of the Antarctic.
Do they have a football team?
Not as such, no. But I did join an extracurricular team.
And what was the name of that team?
The Avenging League of Waffles, Antarctica Division.
Uh-huh. I've been looking at your resume and I have a few questions.
Oh, sure, far away.
According to this, you're fluent in Spanish, French, and Venusian.
Well, more like a passing familiarity with French, sir.
I see. Under previous experience, you have listed 47 different instances where you pulled people from burning buildings.
Oh, it gets really dry out in Nebraska, sir. Everything ends up pretty flammable.
How's that about this? It says you type 700 words a minute.
Well, that's not entirely accurate.
I thought as much. You know, kid, you should double check your resume for typos before handing it out.
Oh, no, not that. It's just that if I try to go any faster, the typewriter jams up.
Listen here, pal. I'm on to you. You're a superhero, aren't you?
What?
Superhero, mild-mannered by day, protector of the decent at night, that kind of thing.
Me, oh, golly, gee willikers. No! Yes. Yes, I am.
So, who are you really?
Captain Outstanding, the man of destiny.
I see. Well, pal, I wish I could help you right now, but I'm full up staffed on superheroes right now.
You are?
Sure, even my secretary is Betty, queen of the impenetrable mysteries. But no hard feelings. Good luck, kid. It's a tough city out there. You might want to try the Bugle. I hear they're hiring superheroes with photography experience.
Oh gosh, thanks!
Join us next week for Mildly Exciting Tales of Astonishment, when Captain Outstanding encounters problems with his landlord.
Sorry, bud, but after you teleported your apartment to the nexus of the 7th dimension, you can kiss that security deposit goodbye!
Oh, come on!
That's next week on Mildly Exciting Tales of Astonishment.
I'm going to briefly introduce our actors. I will definitely say their names again later on, just so you guys know. We have Adam and Paige and Billy and Jeff, all working at the Atlanta Radio Theater to bring you guys a great time. So, the next one, I think you guys will really, really enjoy. It is The Adventures of the Crimson Hawk.
Evil rules the night, but it does not rule supreme. Beware, evildoers, of the light of justice and the talons of the Crimson Hawk. The Adventures of the Crimson Hawk, America's mysterious avenger of the night, are brought to you by Cedar Spring Cereal Company, makers of whole grain flakes, the breakfast of Americans.
Whole grain flakes,
the breakfast of Americans.
The place, the suburbs west of the great metropolis of St. Meridian. The time, 3 o'clock in the morning. The scene, a darkened office at North Star Aviation.
Okay, the drag coefficient for the nacelle at 20,000 feet on an STP date is 1.437. So at 400 knots... Where's my slide rule? I just put it down.
Good evening, Dr. Anderson. I do have the honor to address Kelly Anderson, Chief Designer for North Star Aviation.
Yeah, I mean, yes! What do you think you're doing in here at this hour? And who are you made up as? Mephistopheles?
I am so glad I have the right person. It is not what I am doing, Doctor, but what you are doing. Or rather, what you will do if I do not stop you.
Hey, I hit it!
Whoa there, Shuddy. Afraid you need a pass to get through this gate. Now, if you go back up the road, which is North Star Aviation visitors.
No. Miss Kildare, the assistant DA, she said she'd leave word at this gate for Mr. William Montgomery Becker. That's us, or that's him, in the back. I'm his chauffeur.
Oh, Mr. Becker. Yes, Miss Kildare left word. If you'll drive straight on back to the engineering building and park at any visitor spot, you can get...
Thank you very much.
Monty, am I glad to see you? It's been a bear of a day. Take me back to town and someplace quiet.
My poor dear, as bad as all that.
It's been... quick, come in here and I'll tell you what I can about it.
Is this Anderson's office?
Yes, they only took the body away an hour ago. They were found in that chair.
Billy guys!
Steady, Philby. Were they trying to discover the cause of death?
The cause of death is about the only thing that isn't a mystery. A broken neck. His head was twisted around nearly backwards. No. The mystery is why they were killed. And the people who are interested, the FBI, Army Intelligence, State Department, the National Advisory Council on Aeronautics, whatever that is.
Poor Philly. But why were they here so late?
Oh, they were working on this.
Hey boss, it's a model airplane. I used to build those when I was a kid. This guy built a lot of model airplanes at night, Miss Kildare.
Philby, this is a model of North Star Aviation's new medium bomber, the Sky Raptor. Kelly Anderson was North Star's chief designer.
Well, he got the wheels on backwards anyway.
Oh, it's called a tricycle landing gear, Philby. Makes the airplane much easier to land and take off. That's all the men from the NACA could talk about. How many advanced features this airplane was going to have.
Really? Do you remember something?
The high points. See the engines? They're huge. Something like 2,500 horsepower each. This plane would fly at 400 miles per hour. The Army Air Corps doesn't have a pursuit plane that could keep up with it. The payload is enormous. You flip up these doors, and the belly is full of bombs. And some of these little bumps and antennas, they'd chase me out of the room before they'd even talk about them.
Tell me, Leslie, are there any obvious suspects?
Not a one. Anderson must have been the quietest person in the world. Their wife died 3 years back. They lived not 2 miles away from here, and when they weren't at work, they wrote musical comedies. I saw one of them produced in Little Bohemia last winter. Captain of the Clouds.
Well, I think you're holding the reason for their murder in your hand.
What?
Kelly Anderson wasn't killed for anything they had done, but for what they were about to do. Give America a bomber plane unequaled in the world.
Why? Who?
Who would be whatever country wants America militarily weak. That cuts down the list considerably. To cut it down even more, what organization have we crossed blades with before that murders in the night for the most devious of reasons?
A Legion of Darkness.
Hitler's supreme spy ring in St. Meridian. Exactly, Philby, old friend.
Oh my!
Oh my, indeed, Leslie dear. This is not the end of it. If the Legion of Darkness were murdered, or Dr. Anderson, just to slow down a bomber plane project, who else will they murder? And when?
Jeez. When do we start, boss?
We start by winnowing down the list of targets, Philby. And I think I have a way to do it.
What did you call this thing, boss?
An electronic tabulator, Philby. The accounting department at Becker's just bought 6 to handle billings and accounts receivable. Now they have 5.
And all this noise, is it thinking?
Not really thinking, old friend, but I encoded information on the scientific, industrial, and military leading lights of St. Meridian on punched cards. The tabulator is sorting through all those cards, trying to pick out the most likely next target for the Legion of Darkness's murderous plot. There we go. Billy, reach into that slot on the right-hand side. There should be a card in there with the name of the next victim.
Boss, I'm afraid there's more than one.
There are a dozen. The tabulator couldn't choose between a dozen equally likely targets. I knew this seemed too easy.
You really think there's a future in these things, boss?
Doesn't seem like it at the moment, does it? We might as well have spent the morning staring at my big map here, with all the green dots of potential victims. And Kelly Anderson's red dot, up there at the North Star.
Yeah. You know, if the Legion had gone a few miles further west, they'd have been in the next state.
It's a long way to go to kill someone, isn't it? Now, why? Of course. The Malevolous sent his minions to attack their most distant target before anyone's suspicions had been aroused. Their future attacks will be closer to St. Meridian, and I bet they'll leave the country right after their last assassination. Probably by way of St. Meridian Harbor.
Did I do good, boss?
You did brilliantly, Philip. Let me flip a few switches and we can give the tabulator at least 2 new parameters to chew on. Here, put these cards in a slot on the left-hand side of the machine and run them through again.
Here you go, Mr. Becker. There's only one card this time.
Excellent. It's card number 133. Get that list off my desk and I'll figure out who this is.
Yes, sir.
Not a scientist. Column 3. That indicates he's in business, retail distribution. Whoever he is, the Nazis must fear to help America in the realm of logistics in any future war.
Logistics, boss? What's that?
Logistics is the science of making sure your troops are supplied with food and ammunition to fight at their best advantage. Amateurs study strategy, so the saying goes, but professional soldiers study logistics. I should recognize this person.
Here's the list, boss. I think you'd better read it.
Number 133 is William Montgomery Becker.
The third. At that same moment, in the underground lair of the Third Reich spy ring in St. Meridian, the Legion of Darkness. Welcome back, Sturmbannführer. The news of your success precedes you. The engineer's death is in all the local papers, as is the story of the authorities' battlement and impotency.
Thank you, AM11 is the first pheasant is always the easiest to bag. And my next target.
Berlin has just forwarded authorization for your next little outing. The physical problem of reaching the target.
You sent for me, leader?
Yes, Constanza, dear. Constanza Stock, my principal lieutenant in the Legion of Darkness. Allow me to present a visitor from the Reich, Sturmbannführer Hans Stockholm, or better known as the Aryan.
Your fame goes on before you, Herr Aryan.
Thank you, Fräulein.
As an incomparable arsonist of small shops and a scourge of male hairdressers everywhere.
Constanza, your manners.
Do not extend so far as kowtowing to steroid-inflated brown-shirt trash, especially when dressed in such pretty red ballet tights.
Tights for the final! What are you talking about?
Calm yourself, Sturmbannführer, that is an order. Constanza, dear, I am sorry to see you take this attitude towards your partner.
My heart's like, no!
Very well then, your superior, Herr Aryan, you are now in command of tonight's operation. As I was saying, towards your superior in tonight's operation.
This is not to be borne!
But you will. It is an order and we always follow orders, don't we? Now, have our specialists from the Luftwaffe arrived?
Yeah.
Excellent. Then all is in readiness. Control your temper for only a few more minutes, dear Constanza, and you will understand. Not even my regard for your sensibilities will sway me from tonight's target. Success in this elimination will crush that woman whose interference in Operation Bondservant cost me my body, imprisoning me as a naked brain in this tank of ionized water.
Leslie Kildare!
Yes, because tonight, you and Herr Aryan will accomplish the liquidation of her popinjay boyfriend, William Montgomery Becker.
Deterred!
The target of assassins! Forewarned is forearmed. But can Becker foresee that he must face not only Kelly Anderson's mysterious killer, but also the murderous Constanza Stock, and one of the specialists from the Luftwaffe? What's Luftwaffe anyway? Tune in for the next chapter of this thrilling Crimson Hawk adventure, Wings of Silk. The adventures of America's mysterious avenger of the night, the Crimson Hawk, have been brought to you by those swell folks at the Cedar Spring Cereal Company, makers of whole grain flakes, the breakfast of Americans.
Whole grain flakes,
The breakfast of Americans.
So now I'm going to talk to you guys for just a couple of minutes while our musicians get ready. So I'll try to find something to talk about. So just so you guys know, we are intending to do this from tonight, January, through May. So that will be 5 events. It will be the last Thursday of every month. And these are all new, fresh, original material. So we'll be presenting with you stuff that, some of this you may have heard if you've been to some of our other shows, but all of it is stuff that has been written by people in ARTC. So, if during intermission, and there will be an intermission, about 30 minutes, you guys are so inclined, we are all volunteer actors. Even the musicians are volunteer musicians. So, if you would like to show your love, feel free to do so. We would be much appreciated for it. Looking for the guitar guy. He's some little lights on his guitar.
Famous guitar guy. No, he hasn't earned his name. He's his guitar.
Good. All right. It is my sincere honor to be able to present to you Tenpenny Travel.
All my friends are here, take it slow, slow, slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Don't make any sudden moves. Don't know
The next piece that we have for you was inspired by Rudyard Kipling and written by our own Elisabeth Allen. It is Waffles and the Whale.
What you doing under that coral, Trank?
I'm meditating.
You aren't. You're hiding from our beacon, aren't you?
I have to. He just has so many stupid questions.
You wouldn't have so many if you were built knowing everything.
You and I both know beacons aren't supposed to be made that way.
We could have picked a more appropriate name for him. Best beloved. More like best beloathed.
You're not funny.
I'll go talk to him.
God, no, you're just going to confuse him with your stories.
Hello there, best beloved.
God, I haven't been able to find anyone.
I wonder why.
But you can answer my question.
Now, what is it, best beloved?
Why is it when people ride leviathans and narwhals and things through the water, they don't ride normal whales?
Ah, good question, best beloved. You do know that to ride a leviathan or whale, you must enter through the mouth? Then let me tell you the story of Waffles the hero.
Greetings. My name is...
No time for this. I've gone through a hero's help. This whale keeps swallowing people and won't let them back out. Leviathans have tried to reach her, but anything bigger than a narwhal spooks her. You must seek the whale on this boat.
That's more like a raft. And hold on, this is in the ocean?
It's small enough that the whale won't suspect you're a hero.
And she'll have no trouble eating me.
You shall have 100 rivets for each person you rescue.
Done.
So Waffles set out on her raft, which, as you know, is shaped like a waffle itself.
Oh, heck. Big whale. Hey! Hey, you over there! Whale! Are you the one who's been swallowing folks?
Why does it matter to you, Landwalker?
I hear they don't like it much.
Why should they hate it? There's a whole city inside me built just for them.
Really? Well, I'd like to see just how fancy this city is.
Oh, would you? Then come on in!
Whoa! Oh, I didn't mean Ugh. Ugh. Why did I pick a job in the water? It's wet, and it's dark, and it's not as dark as it was before.
A cat!
Yeah, I'm a cat.
Why don't you meow like a cat?
Because I don't feel like it.
Did you bring my mommy with you?
No, but I might be able to bring you to your mommy.
Yay! How are you gonna do that?
I don't know. Why don't you show me around the city?
Okay,
She is well lit.
but we can't see the sky. And I want mommy.
Right. Has anyone tried to escape before?
Yeah, up there.
No.
But anytime someone goes through it, the whale just swallows them again.
If she couldn't swallow, I've got an idea. Didn't you see what happened to my raft?
All the boats turn into houses. It's Mr. Meeple's turn to get houseboats.
Can you show me where he is?
Yeah, come this way.
He's not parfait, is he?
No, that's just the way he talks. She did just arrive.
You can understand him?
I can. Better than anyone else.
Then translate for me. Mr. Meeple, may I please have that raft you're holding?
Mr. Meeple! He says he needs it for a
Lattice?
That's it.
Okay then, Mr. Meeple, you could take more poles off the raft and use those to make your lattice.
He wants you to make a new raft with the pole.
I don't have time for this. I need to get out of this wet whale. And get other people out of here. other people want to leave too. Like you. Don't you want to leave?
We can't get out of this whale.
I'm gonna change that.
That'd be great. I'd like to get back to my partner.
Then help me convince Mr. Meeple here to give me my raft.
Ah, sorry. He's not gonna let that go.
Okay, look, Mr. Meeple, I see you've got a nice house and garden here. But if you would let me help you out of this whale, then you could go get whatever you want for your fancy home, instead of waiting for whatever materials the whale happens to swallow. Glad you agree. I'll take the raft. What's his problem now?
He doesn't want to build his house again when he leaves the whale.
Why is that a problem? Didn't you have fun putting this together the first time? Won't you have even more fun making it again? Thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm wedging this into the throat so she can't swallow anyone else.
Then we can leave and we won't come back.
Yep.
Then I can see Mommy.
You sure can. Come on, let's tell everyone the news.
And so Waffles and the girl gathered everyone in the whale to escape through the blowhole. And that's why no one rides whales. And why whales sound so mournful. Because they're lonely.
Aww. I want to make the whales happy. I could go on an adventure and be a whale friend.
You could, best beloved. You could.
Our next piece before intermission was written by one of the audience members tonight, Ron M. Butler, and it is Unsolved Mysteries, Solved as You Wait, Terror on the Prairie.
This is Randy's Witch for Unresolved Mysteries, solved while we wait. And today I'm at the ranch of Ralph Barnstable. Mr. Barnstable is the latest victim of a wave of mysterious disappearances that have swept across the western United States. Hundreds, maybe thousands, of farmers and ranchers have lost some of their most valuable and prized possessions, not to mention their peace of mind, in this reign of unaccountable terror. Now, Mr. Barnstable.
Yep.
Hadn't known you'd be inviting anyone else along for the interview. Could I ask who you are, ma'am, for the benefit of our radio audience?
I'm Hilda Lofton Cow, the state director of MUFON.
MUFON?
Yes, the mysterious or otherworldly flying object nexus.
Of course you are. Well, Mr. Barnstable, could we walk over and see the site?
Yep. Me and the missus was going to bed last night, and it was real late, pretty near 8:30. We heard a commotion back behind the house. Weird honking noises, then crashing and banging. There was lights lighting up the back pasture. So I got my overalls and my shotgun and ran on out here. That's when I found Rosie, right the other side of the rise here.
Rosie?
Well, that's what the missus called her. On account of the color, turn your stomach the way I found her. All smashed up, bits and pieces missing, empty sockets.
Oh, have you lost any other livestock to mutilation before this?
Huh? Oh, midget, I didn't say nothing about losing any stock. Wished I had. Be cheaper. Well, here she is.
It's a pickup truck.
Best thing I ever owned. Don't miss her.
I thought we were talking about a cow, or a horse, or a dog at least.
Well, most mutilations do involve living things, but I feel this may be the start of a whole new phase of the mutilation phenomenon.
Some kids take this farmer's pickup truck for a joyride and smash it up, and you think it's a mysterious occurrence.
Now there's a typical skeptic for you. That theory just didn't cover the facts of the case at all.
Well, what facts in particular?
Well, most important was the precision with which the hubcaps, headlights, and tape deck were removed. Why, our local teenagers are so messed up from the public school system, they can barely open a can of Coke. Now, these parts were removed from Rosie with inhuman precision.
My psychic powers tell me you have some inhumans in mind, too.
I think the implications are clear. Rosie was raided for spare parts by UFO aliens! Mechanical aliens evolved from truck-like vehicles from some other planet.
Alien trucks stole my hubcaps!
Well, not necessarily trucks. They could have evolved from sedans or four-wheel drive vehicles. I want to keep an open mind about this.
Okay. Well, it's been pleasant talking with both of you, but I need to be getting back to the studios.
Now wait, Mr. Zwinge. I don't want to sound dogmatic about this. There are other possible explanations, of course. Oh, yeah! Well, this could easily be a matter of conspiracy and government cover-up.
Conspiracy, yes, government cover-up. Please, tell me all about it.
You are, of course, familiar with the recent NBC news stories having to do with General Motors pickup trucks which explode into flames when hitting the side?
I am.
Well, it is my contention that the U.S. government is acting to protect GM's liability interests by sending out teams of saboteurs in stealth helicopters to destroy all these trucks before they can be involved in accidents.
What a fascinating story! Almost as fascinating as the story my first wife told me about how our daughter came to have red hair just like the milkman!
I think the government has been doing the same thing for Pintos. How many Pintos have you seen on the road lately? Yeah? Well, there you have it. QED.
Party poop. Might note that Ford stopped making Pintos at least 15 years ago, and that they were pretty cheap cars to start with.
Oh, sure, that's the obvious explanation. That's what they want you to believe.
And I don't think it's very neighborly to come on somebody's land and call him a liar, I don't.
Just who's paying your salary, Mr. Swin?
Yeah.
GM? CIA? NSA?
Whoever it is, they're not paying me nearly enough. Where's my car? Where the hell is my rent-a-car?
I guess that'll learn you. Come on, Hildy. You want a beer?
You have any herb tea?
Well, Mother Tucker's pancake mix! This is Randy's Winn for Unresolved Mysteries, about 15 miles west of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Next week, I hope to have walked back into town and to the airport and gotten the hell out of here. Until then, good night.
We have one more. And you okay?
Yeah, Jeff?
It's tough. Up here, these guys, literally, their voice, their throat is their instrument. So, you ready?
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Sorry.
Somebody, come on. They want to go to intermission. So, next, we have, written by Paige Steadman, The Dragon's Lament.
Journal of Azara the Great. Imprisonment. Day 2. Sunrise. I remained in the cave in this strange desert. I gazed at the stars last night, but the constellations were unfamiliar. Obviously, I have been transported some distance. The small, two-legged creature is stirring. Yesterday, it hid in the shadows of the back of the cave and wedged itself between some large rocks. It made small, mewling noises when I tried to communicate with it. It made louder, unpleasant noises when I offered to play with it.
Oh, no, but I woke up. I can't still be here. I woke up.
It seems confused. More later.
Was that a book? Dragons don't read books. All right. Take it back. Dragons can do whatever they want. Just please don't eat me. I'm hungry. Hey, you haven't eaten me yet. The sun is rising, dragon. I was here all night. I fell asleep and you didn't eat me. I'm not complaining, mind you. Just, if you're not planning to eat me, do you think you could let me go? Please? Dragon! I'm talking to you! Excuse me, you're blocking the exit. Hello? Are you ignoring? Oh, don't you ignore me. Do you know who I am? I am Princess Corinna Ravenna Eldenwinder III! Pay attention, you great big lizard! Come on! You are insufferable. You... Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Ow! My toe! Smokey, you are the worst captor ever.
Captain, I thought being stuck here with you was part of my torment.
Why, I never!
Why else would they have trapped me in here with you?
Wait, you can't get out either?
I would if I could.
You're not. You can't just let me go.
I would if I could.
You could try, please. I mean, you just let me through to the exit. I know you probably don't want to be in here alone, but I could send someone back for you once.
You are welcome to try. But be careful. There's a
Ow!
magic barrier of some kind.
Warn me! Didn't leave us any food. Don't you even think about eating me. I'm so hungry. Going to starve to death. I guess it's a cheap way to execute me without all the blood and mess. Are you listening, dragon? I'm hungry!
You should hunt then.
What? How? With what weapons? In this stinking rotten cave? There's nothing to hunt, even if I knew how. I just want to go home!
What? For a change.
Oh, rats!
Oh, for the love of good hot lava.
Can I sit by you?
May you know.
What are you? Oh, no!
Open your eyes.
What is that?
Squeaky thing. Best game in this flame-forsaken cave.
I'm supposed to eat that. Right.
You complained of hunger. There is food. I don't know why I bothered. forward except for the chance that it might somehow, possibly, miraculously persuade you to be silent.
Oh, how like a male. Anything to shut a woman up. It's raw!
A male?
Yeah. Whew. I mean, you have a really deep voice, and, okay, I don't know much about dragons. Boy or girl?
I am Queen Azara the Great. You do not like raw food?
Oh, wait. I didn't mean, I'm not sure, maybe one of these stones can be used for flint or something?
Eat, young two-legger.
I might be in. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, it's hot, but it's cooked. Thank you. Would you like some?
No, thank you.
I never expected the squeaky thing to taste so good. No seasoning at all.
Hunger is the best sauce.
Thank you guys very much. We are going to take approximately 30 minutes, but if you guys are sitting here ready to go, we can maybe start a little bit early. Please go back, have some more drinks, talk amongst yourselves. You can even talk to some of the actors. Don't feed them, and keep busy. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Again, about 30 minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys who stayed. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. For the second half, we have some more shows and some more music. Again, I'm going to plug Atlanta Radio Theater Company, ARTC.org, if you'd like to look us up on the internet, the interwebs. Yes, they're right here. They don't give us cards or bookmarks. We have to buy our own billboards, stuff like that. And so that's why I eat as much as I do to give more space. More real estate, so that you guys can get a good view in the back. So, in any case, we will be performing at 221B. Yes, there is a 221B con, and I think that is March.
April.
These guys aren't allowed to do anything with this until May. We're in this show. So I think it's in April, and then we will be at LibertyCon, which is up in Chattanooga, and then we will be at DragonCon, of course. So look forward to seeing you guys there. I know that Tenpenny Traveler are regulars at Pirate Palooza. In fact, I don't think they would have Pirate Palooza without them. Are you guys and then if you happen to go to any kind of calamitous event, you can often see them there, where other ne'er-do-wells like to hang out. And if you would like to join us at ARTC, we take it's kind of like an open casting. Go to the website, you will find the address. Once you do, the biggest barrier is getting to Tucker. And then getting through a door that is somebody's house. Yes, it is somebody's house in somebody's basement. If you're brave enough to do all that, there may be a part for you in one of our productions. I would also like to thank Good Acting Studio. We've been rehearsing at the Good Acting Studio, which is a mile. Get that? Yeah. Just on the other side of
down the street.
Yes, about a mile down the street. They do some great shows. They have several great shows coming up, and they have classes. Improv and acting classes that they have here. Do you guys, I know Paige has a show coming up she needs to plug.
So, coming up is Coda at the Academy Theater, which opens, hey, what day is it, Elisabeth, that it opens? 7th? The 7th.
Friday, whichever one is Friday.
Yeah.
Assuming
Friday
February
after-
7th.
Wait, Friday after tomorrow. No, 2 Fridays after tomorrow.
It's the 7th.
It's almost Tech Week, so
It's the 7th.
it's a good thing I'm reading today.
Um,
And it runs for 2 weekends at the Academy Theater in Hapeville.
Okay.
So
So
you
come
guys-
on Valentine's Day. It's a romantic.
Yes.
It is a really romantic show.
And then that way you guys, if you guys want to head to the south side of the planet, there's stuff on there. You can see Mr. Billy Barefoot on, he's our resident TV star.
What?
Yes.
He's on The Resident.
Yes.
That was a joke.
He's our resident.
Play on wood.
So, but in any case, so if we are ready, you guys are ready? Then next, another mildly exciting tale of astonishment. Meeting of the minds.
Welcome, believers, to another episode of Mildly Exciting Tales of Astonishment. This week we join a top-secret meeting of the Freedom Five, Defenders of Right. Captain Outstanding, the Man of Destiny, calls the meeting to order.
All right, folks, come on, settle down. Thought we agreed to try and get these meetings to sort on time for once.
Quite right. I have to return to my studies. Let's get this stupid thing over with.
Shh! Doc, shush! Betty. Fine. Queen of the impenetrable mysteries.
Yes.
Please read back the minutes of the last meeting.
Old business included following up on the assignment for the Zipper and Thundra of the Tundra to halt the advance of a glacier that threatened a Siberian village. New business discussed included the increasing threat of a Martian invasion and also the fact that no one is cleaning the dirty dishes in the break room.
Thank you, Bet. Your Majesty, let's move on to old business.
Hold on. You haven't approved the minutes as read.
But we've got an alien invasion to fight off.
Old Doc is right, Zipper. Parliamentary procedure means nothing unless you stick to the rules.
Right. All those who approve of the minutes as read.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Fine. Minutes approved. We move on to old business. Zipper, what intelligence have you gathered about the Martian invasion?
Well, it seems they're targeting Australia first to form a base of operations. It looks to be pretty big, so I think we need Odddock and Betty to whip up some magic to slow them down.
Wait 1 minute. That technically would be new business.
What? Come on, Thundra. We're talking imminent invasion. They're getting ready to land right now. In 2 minutes, half of Australia's major cities could be vaporized.
It is still new business, procedure boy.
Agreed. Hold that thought, Zip. Now, as for the dirty dishes, I propose that we post a rotating schedule. Each person will have to clean the dishes for a week at a time, and then it will shift to the next person. This week will be Thundra.
Fight me! I stopped freaking Glacier from crushing 1,000 people just 2 weeks ago.
Yes, and this week you will stop the sink from backing up. We all must do our part to maintain order in the universe. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
The ayes have it. On to new business.
May I have the floor?
The chair recognizes the Zipper, fastest man alive.
Thank you. I propose that Odddock and Betty use their extensive powers of sorcery to foil the dastardly plans of the Martians, who by now have actually managed to subjugate New Wales to authoritarian rule. Happy now with your new business?
Yes.
Do I hear a second for the notion on the floor?
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Really? Really? Oh, Doc, Any other new business?
I would like to address the floor.
The chair recognizes Betty, queen of the impenetrable mysteries.
Someone has been making unauthorized copies using the copy machine. I think if this continues, we should implement a coding system to ensure that only authorized copies are made so that we can save costs.
Betty, just last month you cast a spell that zapped Washington, D.C. and changed all the buildings into marshmallow fluff. It cost us $14 billion to rebuild them. Is this really a good use of our time?
I'm just trying to control costs, Doc.
us next week for Mildly Exciting Tales of Astonishment, when we'll actually see the Freedom 5 in action. You'll hear a Martian say,
"Damn, woman, you got some mighty thews on you."
Thank you.
See you next week.
That was Mildly Exciting Tales of Astonishment. Those are written by Jonathan Strickland. I believe his dad also wrote a couple. And those are actually, I think, several people contributed. Or is it just
Mostly
Strickland?
Jonathan.
Okay, mostly Jonathan. You can see the minded youth at work. So, Tenpenny Traveler has stuff they play. You guys have a CD, don't you? Not with us. Not with us. So, I will try to get some of their merch, so that if you guys are interested, you can purchase it. I purchased one and have loved it. So, yes, everyone likes to buy things.
There's a second album coming out.
Oh, they got a second album coming out. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm having issues. Excuse me.
There is
Okay, the next one's an original song. This next one is the original song.
Is it an original song? I heard an original song.
Is it on?
Depends whether you like it. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
So that is Tara, well now it's Ariel, Catherine, and Mike. Give it together. And now our final piece for the evening, written by Paige Steadman. Let's see if everybody's ready.
Yes.
We don't think we can follow that. TPW.
We have two featured serials that we are doing. The first one you heard earlier was The Crimson Hawk, and the second one is Paranoirmal, and the Town of Forgotten. So, now, Paranoirmal.
The small town of Forgotten has seen a recent spike in supernatural energy. While some residents remain blissfully oblivious, the more mystically attuned have noticed an unusual surge in paranormal events. But then, in Forgotten, paranormal is more. Welcome to Paranoirmal Events, Episode 1, Transformation. She strutted into my town like she owned it. Prettiest cat I've ever seen. Dangerous, too. Lethal claws hidden behind that curvy beauty. Coated in midnight. Eyes of fire. I was hers before I knew it. Still don't think she knows it. And in the town of Forgotten, knowing is more than half the battle.
Was a Catterday. My human, Sylvia she calls herself, had woken early to the annoying noise of the buzzmaker next to our bed. She quieted it immediately, like a good human. But then, she had the nerve to shift her arm out from under me and jostle me further away by crawling out of bed.
Hazel, here, kitty. Come get your breakfast. Hazel. Hazel.
I allowed myself to be appeased by the gushy, tasty tribute.
I'll be back a little early tonight, my love. Morgan and Mercedes are coming over. We found some cool new books we want to look at, and Morgan thinks he knows where his grandma's old Ouija board is. Perfect for a Halloween party. Well, you say that now, but you know you melt all over Mercedes as soon as she scratches your chin. Oh, is that an itchy chin? Yes, it is. Oh. I love you too, Hazel. I gotta run. The bookstore won't wait. See you tonight, kid.
All right. My human can be a little mushy sometimes. Don't judge. Her heart's in the right place.
Hazel! Hazel, take it easy. It's just me.
Well, Lester? Oh, I wasn't startled. I just wanted to sure you were on your toe pads. Never underestimate Paul looking as a means of recovering one's dignity.
I wish I could smell you. This clear, solid thing between us is so silly. I can't.
Lester and I pressed our noses against the window in mirrored longing. His handsome marmalade coat was damp with morning mist, but his golden eyes were as bright as ever. A human seeing us might have thought of star-struck lovers separated by unkind fate. Little would they realize we were just simply trying to establish some sense of proper identification. I could see Lester. I could hear Lester. But without being able to smell him, any sort of communication felt somehow false. Still, we would manage. We were cats.
The grounds are mostly clear. The usual chipmunk and squirrel free-for-alls have been disturbing the peace between the big oak and the small creek, but that's normal for this time of year. One troubling thing, though. There's a new pair of owls in the neighborhood, in the second tallest pine behind this house.
That's worrisome. Stay safe.
Surviving is what I do best. question is, what brought them here? And why now? Owls pick nesting spots in the spring, not the fall. I've seen them build near the Covenant's dwellings. They usually hang out around the cemetery or in the big grove in the park. Spots ripe with psychic energy. In a town like this, I can't imagine they'd have to settle for a dark spot. But I'm no mage.
Thanks for the heads up. I could hear the unasked question at the end of Lester's report. That Tom knows just how to prompt for more information to all my willpower not to bat at the dangling question. I'm a cat, after all, and it was just dangling. Lester didn't know why he had been assigned to report to me. As far as he knew, I was just a couch cat who only hunted stuffed mice.
Well, I have other rounds to make.
Of course. I still have some clean laundry to grace with my fur.
Lucky laundry. Carry on, Hazel.
Happy hunting! The rest of that Saturday went as usual. At least, until Sylvia came home.
Hello. Yes. Hello, Hazel. Yes, I'm right here. Hello. Let me put down. I'm walking here. Excuse me. Let me put my bags down. Okay. Hi. Yes, I love you too. Oh. Morgan Mercedes will be here soon. Should have about enough time. Yeah, 2 minutes.
I sat by Sylvia's feet as she ate dinner, wrapping my tail around one of her ankles. She sounded the same, smelled the same, but owls? Was my human developing latent psychic affinities? How would I monitor that? Did she have some magic in her lineage? She did, but none of that had been active for several generations. The higher-ups had assigned me to her for a reason.
Hi! I found it in the attic. This is gonna be so much fun!
Can't believe you guys are really doing this.
It was your idea, Mercedes?
I was joking. But hey, historically speaking, the commercial printed board started as a parlor game in the late 19th century, unrelated to the occult.
If you're going to be a wet blanket.
No, this looks like fun. I just can't help the trivia sometime. I'm sorry. It's just interesting.
History majors. You can put the Ouija board on the kitchen table, Morgan. The late 19th century? I thought this went back a lot further.
No. Well, yes. The talking board, or the spirit board, is much, much older. This just wasn't commercially available until Westerners, doing what Westerners do, decided to turn someone else's cultural history into a parlor game.
Hey, are you two gonna come in here so we can do this thing, or not?
I watched from the top of the refrigerator as my human friends gathered at the table. When Mercedes spotted me, she blinked her eyes in an appropriate greeting. No human truly speaks cat, but Mercedes did her best. I blinked back at her with approval.
Hello, your felinity.
There you are, Hazel. How did you get yourself way up there?
You know I can't reach you up there.
Oh, Mercedes is doing the kitty finger wiggle. No cat can resist Mercedes finger wiggle.
The wiggling finger. It beckoned. Must. Sniff. I descended in a controlled leap, touching lightly on Mercedes' left shoulder before landing gracefully on a chair next to the table.
Oh!
Perhaps not so lightly. Still, I did not use any claws.
Hazel, that was rude.
It's fine. I was more startled than anything. Hi, Hazel. Am I part of your furniture now? Oh, is that an itchy chin?
She's been doing that to me since she was a kitten. She forgets she's almost 11 pounds now. All right, now that the cat is happy, we can get started.
It's reassuring to know my human has her priorities straight.
Excellent. Let's see those new books you found. Ooh, old books.
This is so cool.
Do we intend to contact a specific spirit? Or ask a general question and just see if anyone or anything answers?
Specific. Always specific. Otherwise, you never know what's going to show up. Huh.
Show up? Wait a minute. I thought we were just asking questions, and it would move the whatchamacallit thingy on the board to point to yes, no, a letter, or a number.
It wouldn't be one of us moving it anyway. Sorry. I'm willing to try.
So it says here one person can put their fingers on the planchetti, and the others can watch, and we can all put a finger on it.
Planchetti?
The little wooden thingy. Huh. I didn't see it in the box. It's supposed to look like this.
I don't see it in the box either. What can we use instead?
Hazel? Yes, it's a box, but I suppose we asked for that.
What? I wasn't on the table. I was in the box that was on the table. If it wasn't meant for sitting in, then why was it shaped like a box? Besides, I need to be closer and investigate this Ouija board thing. They were talking about summoning spirits, and anything like that needed to be closely monitored.
How about a guitar pick? That would be about the right shape.
Yeah, we need it to slide better though. The planchetti is supposed to have felt backing or wheel casters.
Wheeled casters? That's what that is!
What?
I have a box of things for my great-great-aunt, and some of it's cool jewelry and stuff, old-fashioned pearls and things I'd never have a reason to wear, but there was this one thing. Oh, hang on!
It's my humor ran out of the room. I had a queasy feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Oh, it's okay, Hazel. It's outside.
You're okay, Cat. We old owl can get you in here.
Found it! I always wondered what this was.
That's it! Perfect!
So, who are we summoning?
I was thinking of my grandma. Now I want to know why Sylvia's great-great-aunt had a planchetti lying around without a board.
Oh, I kind of want to know that too. She was a fascinating lady. I never met her, but Mom used to tell me stories about her. Nothing related to the occult, or anything that would explain a random planchetti, though. She ran a bookstore, which I always thought was really neat.
What was her name?
Cassandra Munro.
All right, let's get started.
Ooh. Let's set the ambiance first. I brought some candles.
Nice. Now, Hazel, you behave yourself. Fire kitty sticks.
As if I were some foolish kitten to bat at a dancing flame. No, such flickering attractions no longer held any allure for me. My eyes were focused on the small, wobbly planchette. Just waiting to be batted about. There was something odd about it. Were these humans putting my human in danger?
She's a smart cat, huh? She's stalking the planchetti there. Better keep an eye on that, Morgan.
Got it? Dim the lights, please, Sylvia. All right. Now relax your finger on the planchetti. Mercedes, you too. Relax and stay open to communication. Here we go.
Cassandra Munro! We invite you to communicate with us through this spirit board, through the use of your old planchetti. We offer you friendly greeting,
And we harbor no ill intent.
Anyone getting anything?
Wait, I think it moved just slightly. Maybe?
Sylvia, she's your relative. Ask her a question.
I don't know what to ask. Okay. Great-great-aunt Cassandra, this is your great-great-niece, Sylvia. Hi! I hope you're doing well. I mean, as well as, yeah. So why, if you don't mind my asking, why was the planchetti in the box of your things that I inherited through my mom?
Good. That was good.
Why don't you do it now?
You wait. Relax your fingers, it has to move on its own.
I didn't move it.
I wasn't moving it.
Then, oh, cool. Very cool. 8.
8. What does 8 mean?
Wait, hang on. It's moving again.
The way you're pushing it.
I'm not.
It didn't move far. 6. 8. 6. How are numbers supposed to help us?
Maybe it'll be an address. Or a phone number.
Or an ISBN or something. She did run a bookstore.
Whoa! Good Or that was her message.
Or this is all a load of hooey.
Oh, come on, Mercedes, you felt it move. I'll bet it was your negative energy that drove Cassandra away.
I do not have negative energy.
Guys! Sorry, Hazel. 86. What if it's a page number?
Sylvia, you are brilliant!
86. Talking boards, misuse, varnish. Oh, here's the section on the planchette. If a planchette is separated from its board.
Oh, neat. This could give us some insight on your great-great-aunt.
Yeah. But how do we know she meant that book? This one looks older and the cover design is really cool too.
As my human pored over the clues to her great-great-aunt's mysterious treasure, Morgan opened a larger tome and emitted a musty odor. My whiskers drew back in distaste, and I could not control the twitching of my tail.
It says that if a medium accidentally summons the wrong spirit with a talking board, there can be immense dangers. Separating the board and the planchette can protect future generations, even if it puts the medium at risk in the present.
That could have been the reason, I guess. Or maybe she fell in love with someone operating the board and kept it as a romantic token.
That is so... ugh. I'd rather think she was being heroic.
Sure. That's probably it. Morgan, anything interesting?
This is so cool!
Really? Let me see. Oh, cool.
Wow, this book is fantastic! We can so do this!
This book. Yeah. Best Halloween party ever. Okay, Morgan, you always have chalk. We already have the candles. Sylvia, where do you keep the salt?
In the left cabinet above the sink.
I didn't have to look over Morgan's shoulder to read where this was going. Growling under my breath, I padded over to the book the humans were reading and laid myself across it to get her attention.
Hazel, I was reading that. What was I ignored? Were you too wrong?
No, it has pure vowels like Latin.
That's not Latin.
What are you two doing?
Just watch. This will be really cool.
Let her help. Three's a lucky number.
You made a mess on my floor. What are you doing?
She's trying to stop us.
She'll understand once she sees the book. Here, look.
Just tell me. Oh, this book is so old. It feels like a friend.
That book is no friend. Don't get me wrong, I love books. They're wonderful to sit on, to sprawl on, and for keeping a human in one spot to snuggle with on a cold evening. This was no ordinary book.
Spring anew,
as the humans chanted around the chalked out diagrams soiled with salt, I could feel the nebulous energy rising. My fur stood on edge. Perched on the rim of the table and watched helplessly as a tiny monster formed inside the pentagram. The humans just stood, spellbound, as shadowy tendrils emerged. The first appearance on this plane of the thing that should not be.
Who summons us? Who answer?
There was a book.
Maybe you were right, Sylvia. Maybe Cassandra meant that other book.
The figure should not be pulled itself from the maelstrom, and that tempestuous rip between her planes melted itself behind it. No words can adequately describe the horror that squeezed itself into the tiny pentagram. It seemed to bend to space, for it could not fit between the chalk outlines.
It's rippling and growing.
How can it still be growing?
Please, Great One, be merciful. We offered you entrance to this plane.
Shut up, Morgan. How do we dismiss it from this plane?
I don't think that pentagram is going to hold it long.
That's what the salt circle is for?
I don't know about that either.
Look at the book. There must be something.
I don't trust that book.
I had taken great pains to conceal my powers from my own. Protecting her, however, was my primary assignment. The thing was waiting, gaining strength each moment it existed on this plane. I knew what a danger it posed once it burst free. As the thing continued to grow, I dropped in a crouched stalking position. I could feel the tip of my tail twitching in anticipation, and I pounced!
How did she even...
The pentagram stops using me out and doesn't stop me from going in!
Hazel! Oh, my brave, sweet kitty. You ate that whole big thing?
A hero. Poor kitty. I hope you don't have tummy troubles.
Come here, baby. Oh, no, she can eat anything. She wouldn't have tummy troubles. Just... Oh, what are these?
Tentacles?
Tentacles. My cat has tentacles?
I guess it makes sense.
Makes sense?
She conquered and consumed one of the great old ones. Now she is...
Someone deserves a chin rub. Into grooming. You two, on the other hand, are going to clean up my kitchen.
Yep.
That's fair. You gotta admit, it was a pretty cool Halloween.
Morgan, here's a mop.
Things pretty much returned to normal after that. Sully was very accepting of my true form. Morgan and I got along much better. I still retained enough furry cuteness to charm a grateful Mercedes, but she did have a few concerns.
Sylvia, you do realize that Hazel's, tentacle is curled around your head, right?
Yeah. It's like she has extra tails now. I hold her, and she holds me back.
Just as long as it's not, you know, mind controlling you or anything.
How would that be different from any other cat?
Well, there is that. Looking good, Hazel. Doesn't that cause some trouble with your human, though?
You know, Lester, I was surprised. I expected that I'd need to change back, maybe ask for help clearing the human's memories or something. But after all the effort it took to banish the thing that shouldn't have been on this plane, I just didn't have the energy for a long time. And they seem to be okay with it.
So the humans really don't mind your truth.
They really don't.
Top notch. I'll go tell the others.
We have one more musical event for you guys tonight. Again, thank you guys so much for coming out. We will be here again the last Thursday of February. I don't know what that exact date is off the top of my head, but I know people will scramble for their phones. The 27th, thank you. Is it really the 27th? Wow, perfect. So we will be back here the 27th. Please, we'd like to thank the Lumiere Lounge and the Strand Theater and our wonderful bartender. Thank you, the actors. Well, actually, I'll announce them after this. You guys good? You good? Hello. Tenpenny Traveler.
Down a down sing bunny boys, bunny mad boys. Raven boys are bunny boys are bunny boys. For they all go bare and they live by the air. And they want no drink nor money. As I walked by the gallows, as I made my way one morning, I saw my sisters glazy-eyed by their news still unturning. Still I sing bunny boys, bunny bad boys, raven boys are bunny boys are bunny boys. But they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink nor money. I'm a raven Elisabeth, for Tom I so disdained. I saw lost into my cross, which makes me go chained. Still I sing bunny boys, bunny bad boys, raven boys are bunny boys are bunny boys are raven boys. But they all go there and they live by the air, and they don't want no drink nor money. My staff has murdered giants, and my bag lumbering fairies. But to cut the meat of dead men's eyes, to make a man Tom Berry. Still I sing my boys, boys are bunny and raven. They all go there and they song and slice and they song and they make them bunny boys. Spirits fight and slide, they put on their travel sky beat. The stones would shake the earth would wave when everything is funny. Still I sing bunny boys, bunny bad boys, raven boys are bunny. But they all go there and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. That I have murdered the man who put in powder. The staff all break his eyes up big, and the cry go even louder. Still I stand and still I sing my boys are bunny. And they all go there and they sing my stairs and they smoke the best bunny boys. That's on the ravens and down as I travel. My little girls are dirty, toes and shades and shoes that gravel. Still I sing my boys are bunny. They all go there and they sing my stairs and they smoke the best I sing that yet till I sing my bunny bunny boys. Oh my mad raven, my tongue flies with the storm in his eyes of the song of the night. My bunny boys with a hey, dairy, 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 down, down.
Woo! Thank you guys. Tenpenny Traveler. Woo! All right. Well, that is our show this evening. Our actors you heard this evening were Adam Ross, Paige Steadman, Billy Barefoot, and Jeffrey Hunt. To our phone operator, Trever Winn. I'd like to give a special thanks to our ARTC's executive producer, David Benedict, our president, Bill Rich. The shows you heard were written by Brad Strickland, Jonathan Strickland, Ron M. Butler, Paige Steadman, and Elisabeth Allen. Again, we will be back here in one more month, February 27th, the last Thursday of the month. Please tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody. Amen.
Hey, announcer, who are you?
Oh yes, and I am your host for the evening, Christopher Jones. It has been my pleasure.